What happened? You ask yourself, where did the person I once knew go? This, my dear friends, is one of the first and most dangerous signs of demonic influence, a shift in character and morality. The enemy doesn't attack all at once. He is subtle, he is deceptive, and he is patient. He plants small seeds of compromise, little changes that seem insignificant at first. Maybe they start excusing sin, justifying things they once called wrong. Maybe they begin to entertain darkness, dipping their toes into actions or behaviors that they once spoke against. It happens gradually, almost imperceptibly, like a slow poison that numbs the conscience over time. At first it might seem like they are just changing or going through a phase. But be warned, when a person begins to drift from what is righteous, when their moral compass begins to shift without conviction or remorse, something deeper is at work. The Bible tells us that the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And one of the first things he seeks to steal is a person's integrity, their sense of right and wrong. You might notice they no longer feel guilt over things that used to trouble their conscience. Lies come more easily. Deception becomes second nature. The purity they once valued is now ridiculed, cast aside as something outdated or restrictive. They begin to surround themselves with people who feed this change, who encourage the drift into darkness. And before long, the person you once knew, their kindness, their honesty, their love, has been replaced by someone who is barely recognizable. And let me tell you, the most dangerous part of this transformation is that it is often masked as freedom. The enemy whispers that they are finding themselves, that they are breaking free from old limitations, that they are living their truth. But in reality, they are walking into chains, chains that tighten around their soul, making it harder and harder for them to turn back. If you see this happening in someone you love, do not be silent. Do not turn a blind eye and hope they will come back on their own. Pray for them. Speak truth, even if they resist it. Stand firm in love, even when they push you away. Because the moment you recognize this shift is the moment you are being called to stand in the gap for them. The battle for their soul is real. And sometimes the only thing standing between them and complete destruction is someone who refuses to give up on them. There is no weapon more destructive to relationships, families, and even entire communities than division and strife. It is the tool the enemy has used since the very beginning, whispering lies, sowing discord, and turning hearts against one another. If you want to know where darkness is at work, look for constant conflict. Look for broken relationships, bitter arguments, and an unshakable tension that seems to poison every interaction. You may notice it in a friend who once was peaceful but now seems to thrive on stirring up drama. They once spoke with